Oh my gosh, oh gosh. Well, that was fun. I got caught. Ah, you guys, my goodness sakes. Their wool gets long enough to where if you get caught between a couple of them, they sort of drag you along. It's great fun. It's really not, I'm lying. All right, so it's the first day of October and it's gorgeous here. It's cold, but it's gorgeous. This is what I love about October. The skies are brighter somehow to me, and on sunny days it's just absolutely gorgeous out here. So I'm going to just pan along. This is our little ridge that we live on. And now I'll pan back this way. So, wanted to show you cute sheep. And, oh, I know what I could tell you about. So, we are going to get our pastures redone. And it's going to cost a lot of money. And I'm not very happy about that part. However, I am thrilled to death that our hay lady, her husband, you know, they grow hay. They know how to deal with pastures. And what are all these birds doing up here? It's not like they're vultures or anything, but they are circling. That's really weird. So yeah. So Brad is his name. He came out and I said, you know, oh my God, these are vultures. I think they're some kind of a vulture, you guys. Well, I'm glad they're flying away from my land. I don't want there to be anything dead up here, but that's bizarre. In all the years we've lived here, I've never seen that before. Okay, so yeah, it's like they're circling something down there. Okay, focus, Jennifer, focus. So he came out and looked at him, and I was all prepared for him to say, oh gosh, these are just screwed. You're gonna have to burn it all, blah, 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 blah. He was so nice. And he didn't, you know, criticize me at all about the fact that I haven't been able to graze rotationally. You know, he understands where I'm coming from as far as not being able to do cross fencing and all that stuff. So he just looked at it, he goes, yeah, so what I would recommend is, oh my gosh, she's so cute, Lobelia, is me bringing in a harrow. I think that's how you say it, a harrow, and he's gonna basically harrow up the land, get it all blended or chopped up, because part of the problem, I suspect, and I think he might have said something along these lines, is that this land nothing's been done to it in decades. At one time it might have been farming land, but that's been a long, long time ago. I mean, we've been here for 27 years. 27? No, that's not right. We've been here for 21 years on this property, and the people before us who owned it didn't farm it either. So it's sat here, and it means that the ground is super, super compact, and it already was because it's a big old granite shelf or outcrop or whatever. So yeah, basically I'm sharing my ignorance with you. I'm going to use all the wrong terms and try to correct myself. But basically what it boils down to is this all needs to be chopped up, and then it needs to be seeded in the fall, and then next spring, I think he talked about fertilizing it. But basically, I finally found somebody who knows what he's doing, who has dealt with his own land and had, you know, figured out how best to do it. And I'm so, so thankful. But like I said, it's going to cost a lot of money. So he didn't think that I would have to keep them off of it for, you know, 2 or 3 years. But he suggested, and this was brilliant, I never thought of this. He said, instead of just letting them out to graze all day, he said next spring, when it seems like it's established, let them out for maybe a couple of hours and then bring them back and then feed them hay, at night. But just letting them have free range of it or free run of it for, gosh, in the summer they're out here 12 hours. He said that's what's causing the problem right now, because it was in such poor shape to begin with. So anyway, I learned a lot talking to him, and he had a recommendation of who to call to get the seed from. It's just so helpful when you find somebody that knows what they're doing. So pretty happy about that. This week I get to go down to Clarkston, Washington, which is about 45 minutes away, and pick up all my seed. 250 pounds of seed. Oh my gosh. So gonna get that, and then when it gets wetter and when Brad is available, he's gonna come out and get started. So hooray! I'm very happy. He's gonna take care of all of this area up here, that stretches all the way to the far, far fence up there. And then he's also going to do basically our front pastures, our side pastures. He's gonna hit it all. He's gonna get this all done. So hooray. Let's see what else to tell you about. Well, as long as I'm talking about spending lots of money, let me tell you how you all can help me out. If you are looking for yarn or roving, please visit my store. I still have quite a bit of Cupcake roving left, and this is Cupcake right here. She is a Suffolk Hampshire cross, and when she was born, she was a really dark, like almost black, and then when we brought her home when she was 6 months old, she had lightened up, but she was still very gray, like a very deep gray. Absolutely beautiful. And now it's interesting because when you look at her, she doesn't look that different from, say, like Freckles up there or Eleanor. She looks like she's going to be kind of creamy. But when her wool is washed and processed into roving, you can still see that gray in it just a little bit. And it is beautiful. It's just such a beautiful color. And if you haven't spun any of the down breeds, like the Suffolks and the Hampshires, Oxford Downs, I can't think of who else falls into that category right now. But if you haven't, it's a real treat because it's springy. It's very springy and springy. It's got a lot, like a nice grip to it. So it's very easy to spin. It's very comfortable to spin. You're not fighting it like you can with some breeds. So lots of her roving is left. And then we have, let's see, there's other roving too. Ruth and Janie. Where are Ruth and Janie? I see Janie. Oh, there's Ruthie. Okay, so with her bum toward us, that's Ruthie, and then Janie is kind of to the left of Cupcake there. I had their wool blended together, and again, you can't tell when it's on them, but it comes out a dark, dark, dark charcoal, but then there's brown in it. So it's not a black, but it's not really a dark brown either. To me, it looks like they blended black and brown together, and it is so pretty, and it's so soft. They're both Finn sheep, and again, really fun to spin, not difficult, really, really nice. Oh my gosh, I should have looked at the website before I got on here, but I didn't think about it. I think those are, I might have 1 ounce of Ruby and Garnet left. I think I do, just 1 ounce. Ruby and Garnet are mama and son. Ruby's the one closest to the camera here, and Garnet is off, well, he's walking behind Rohan now. But they're both gray. Ruby is a lighter gray than Garnet, and when it was blended together, it's just, again, it's so pretty. I'm so proud of my sheep. They do such good work, but very, very soft. My fins produce incredibly soft fiber. So those rovings are in stock, but if you're not a roving person, if you're not a spinner or a felter, I also have yarn, and I have beautiful yarn left. I've got Ruby, let me think about that a minute. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should actually come a little more prepared with these videos. I know I have a lot of deer left, and deer is brown, and she is... Okay, so right there, that is deer with the brown face eating away. She looks very light here. Her yarn is a little bit darker than that, more like her face, kind of like the color of her face and her legs. Super, super soft, lovely to work with. And then I also have the Ruth and Janie blend in yarn as well. And I can't remember if I have Ruby and Garnet left. Anyway, if you go to the store, which is on my website, blainefleeceandfiber.com, and then click store up in the menu, you will see all the wonderful offerings that we have. And that's going to be all that's in stock for a while. I'm not going to be sending anything to the mill after October shearing. I'll probably wait and send it all in the spring. So if you're looking for something to stock up on, you know, some yarn to stock up on for a special project, or gifts, I can do gift certificates too. You just would need to contact me, send me a message, send me an email, and you can use the contact form on the website to send me an email. I'm happy to do gift certificates, or, you know, I can even gift wrap. Again, you just need to fill out the contact form and let me know what you're looking for. But that would be a big help. If I could get all of that sold that's on the website, it would help pay for the seeds and go towards what I'll be paying Brad to do all this work. So anyway, no pressure. Just if you're looking to buy yarn, I've got it. Or if you're looking to buy roving, I've got it. So today's such a nice day, I decided to let them come up here, even though they haven't been able to graze lately, because I was trying to prevent them killing it off any more than they've already killed it off. Bless their woolly hearts. But since Brad is going to be harrowing all of this pretty soon anyway, I'm just going to let him enjoy the day. And everybody is doing really well. They are... yeah, they're doing good. We have shearing coming up in 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks from yesterday, I believe. Saturday the 21st. And all of my fall fleeces are spoken for, which I'm really grateful for. Thank you, everybody. One fall fleece that I'm hanging on to till spring, though, is Radagast's, because I got to looking at his wool. And he's 6 years old now, so it's not as soft as it used to be. It's still very, very long, very, very pretty color, but it's just starting to get that coarseness that Icelandics can get when they age. So I'm decided I'm going to save Radagast's fall fleece and blend it in the spring with Deer's brown fleece. So it'll end up being a Suffolk, or a Finn Sheep Suffolk Icelandic blend. And I can hardly wait. I haven't even, neither of them have even been sheared, and I'm already so excited about that blend. I think it's just going to be gorgeous. But again, that won't be till next summer, so. But yeah, we've got shearing coming up, and then we're just sort of battening down the hatches for winter. And hoping we have a big winter, like lots and lots of moisture. Because the grazing, the new seeds will need it, the hay needs it. We just really need that. We've got mushrooms and new grass growing in our yard, though, so that's usually a good indicator that, you know, at least the ground's getting wet a little bit. So yeah, that's what's happening here. So just one last reminder, go to my website, blainefleeceandfiber.com. Click on store and peruse all of the wonderful offerings that we have. The sheep appreciate it, and so do I. All right, I hope you all have a great day.